Hey guys, Mitch here. It's been a long time. It's been roughly 6 months since I posted up a video. I have got a little bit of footage over the past couple of months, but it just sort of hasn't really come around to being able to make it into a video. But over here things are starting to slow down a little bit, sort of, like I'll get into that soon, but yeah, it's just giving me a little bit more time to make videos and stuff like that. Basically what I want to do in this video is just sort of recap on what I've been doing the last 6 months, what's happened in the business, how things are going, how things have gone wrong, basically just get everyone up to speed. And it's not so much like I know you don't really care, everyone's in the same boat, and that's more what this video is about. I hear, that when I'm, scrolling through the feed on Lawn Pros and stuff like that, I always hear guys saying, shit things are happening to them, worst day ever, all that kind of stuff. And basically I just want to let you guys know that it happens to everyone. I know it's shit at the time and you feel like, you're the most unlucky person in the world, and like nothing ever goes right. But it's pretty rare that when something goes wrong that you can't overcome it. We're generally speaking, even our most expensive machines, they're not, they might be tens of thousands of dollars as opposed to hundreds of thousands of dollars or something like that. So, having them break down, usually it's a fix. It might be a week out of action with that mower or whatever it might be. Worst case scenario, it could be just a whippersnipper, a weed eater problem or whatever it might be, and that's by the by. It's part of the deal. So first off, I wanted to sort of let everyone know the things that have gone wrong for me of late. So the first thing that happened was late last year, I think it was. No, it might have been early in the new year. I was just doing a normal job, and a car pulled up behind me right in front of the lawn that I was doing. Anyway, I thought nothing of it and kept going, and anyway, I come around to actually do the edge right near the car, and noticed that there was glass on the ground. And then I looked up and the window was broken, and my first instant thought was like, I seen the window first before I seen the glass on the ground. I'm like, oh, what's this person doing driving around with a smashed window? And then I seen the glass on the ground, and it took me about 2 seconds to realise that obviously that had just happened just then, and I did it. So I didn't actually see the rock go into the window or anything like that, not that you probably ever would. But yeah, the lady was there pretty much right there at the same time. She walked back over her car, and I said, I just obviously said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Take it to the local glass place and get it fixed, and I'll fix up the bill. And she was really great. She was like, oh, I was like, oh, it's great having one of those sort of days, and she said the same thing, but she was fine. She knew, she could obviously understand that accidents happen, and it wasn't an intentional thing or any fault. It was just a bad, wrong spot at the wrong time type of scenario. And anyway, she went and got the thing fixed. It cost me about 250 bucks. I went and fixed it up that afternoon. And she actually sent me a really nice email, because I gave her my business card when it happened. She sent me a really nice email the day it was fixed, which was, I think, a day or so later, saying, it was the way I handled it was really professional, and she would recommend me on to anyone else. And she actually is a business owner herself, and in the construction industry, so she's obviously got lots of contacts and stuff like that. So you never know what things like that might lead to. You can turn those negatives into positives, and just by being professional and not trying to skirt the issue. So that was shit at the time, and I just felt like crap for the rest of the day, because I knew I was basically working for nothing for the rest of the day. But like I said, it's one of those things, you can't help it. So that was the first window break. The second one I had was a house. That was only a couple of weeks ago. Same thing, didn't know actually what happened. I actually got a phone call a couple of days later. One of the neighbours of a client, her window on the side of her house had been smashed. Again, it was just an unfortunate situation. Things happen, shit happens. So that was $180. But same thing again, like I just said she knew it was me, not that I would have denied it or anything like that, but I didn't see it happen, so you can't be 100% certain that it was you, but you can only take their word for it. And that's what I did. And yeah, same thing, she was really happy. Like, she was sort of expecting, I think, me to sort of take offense to what she was saying, or yeah, I don't know, but she was like, wow, thank you so much for being so good about it, and which is great. That made, if there's and then my client said, oh, thanks for being so good about it. She said that must suck and whatever, and I was like, yeah, comes with the trade. Can't do anything about it. Shit happens. Pay the money and move on. Can't do anything about it. So there's no point whinging. Apart from that, nothing with the machinery, nothing too big to talk about. The main thing that I've changed is my car. I got a new truck. I did post up a picture on Lawn Pros, I think, when I got it back in January. It's a Ford Ranger, nice big 4-wheel drive, 3-litre diesel. It pulls the trailer so much better. What happened was my wife actually rode off my other car. She had a car crash, and the car was a pretty cheap car, so it didn't take much to ride it off. Luckily, she was okay. She didn't hurt herself, but she done enough damage to the car to make it, unrepairable. So I was, fully insured for all that. So actually got more than what I paid for it in insurance. So that was a bonus. It sort of just covered the excess, which is, it's always good. And yeah, then had a new car within a week. So, and really nice car. I'm really happy with it. The diesel's much better than the petrol, but also too, I can't really comment because I haven't had a similar car in a diesel. In a petrol. I've only had the 2.7 litre 2-wheel drive ute before. So that it's just a hell of a lot more powerful. 4-wheel drive, I'm not getting stuck in people's backyards or whatever. I can sort of take it anywhere and gonna be okay. Where the other car, I had to worry about where I was putting it, and spinning the wheels trying to get out of places and whatever else. So yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, that, as far as that goes, equipment wise, that's all about it. Still running with the Skag V-Ride, and that's another thing too. I'm currently in the process of finding, and I'm probably going to trade the Skag in. I'm looking for something a little bit bigger. I'm finding that a lot of the properties I'm getting now are tending to be bigger rather than smaller. I think it just comes with the territory in Australia. Generally people mow the lawn unless it's too big, and then they obviously hand it off. So I'd love to go out there and just get small lawns all the time, but you know, you got to get what you're given, and that seems to be the trend, is that my lawns are getting bigger. My average job price has gone up, across my whole customer base has gone up about $3 in average over the last 6 months, which is a lot. You know, that means that you know, nearly 100 or 175 clients or something now with jobs, you know, and the average price is roughly around $43, I think now, and it was about, I know, 42, I think it is now, and it was about 39 beforehand. So that's sort of how I'm running at the moment, as far as customers and you know, average price per cut. In saying that, I've only got two jobs now where it's over $100 for the cut. And obviously they're both about 2.5 to 3 acre properties. So that's, you know, they're the big ones. The rest of them are all sort of, yeah, whatever other prices. So yeah, looking at getting a new mower, probably either a 48 or a 52. I haven't really decided yet. I've got my sort of, you know, I'm probably 90% across the line with one particular mower. So we'll just see how that goes and how that plays out over the next couple of weeks. As far as the business goes, my wife Hannah has pretty much started work. Well, she's with me now 2 days a week, every week. So the business has expanded enough to warrant her being with me for those 2 days, which is, you know, an extra two man days a week, which is good. That means the business is growing, and I'm getting more and more work, and having her being able to work with me is great. Initially it was a bit hard. I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that have their wives or partners working with them, and until she sort of got really down with the jobs that we were consistently doing, you know, it was hard for me, because I know what I'm doing, and I kind of, you know, you kind of think, you know, on the fly, you're like, oh, you know, how hard can it be, kind of thing. But if you look back, and, you know, even when you're explaining to other people that might ask you and tell you, oh, you know, it's just mowing a lawn. Well, no, it's not. There's a lot more to it than that. And it took me a few weeks to really get that in my head, that, you know, it isn't just lawn mowing, and she's still learning, you know, and to go easy on her, you know. And I think that's really been good for me, and I think it'll help me in the future if and when I'm employing other people, is to just, you know, it taught me patience, and, you know, and she didn't want to divorce me or anything, so that's a positive. We got through that part, and, you know, we're really stronger for it, and I don't think I don't know that she looks forward to the work, but I know she looks forward to, you know, spending the day with me. And you know, generally we stop somewhere and, you know, have a coffee, or, you know, chill out for half an hour in the middle of the day, and you know, which is nice to do that, just the two of us with no kids, and, you know, in the middle of our work day. So that's really nice for us as a couple, and to do that. And yeah, it's, you know, a lot of the clients are really, I think they've taken to having a female around a lot more too. I think it can be an asset to a business for a male-dominated profession, where to see a female, especially when you're dealing, I tend to deal a lot more with females than I do males as far as clients go. It tends to be the ladies that come out and show you around, and, you know, they tell you what they want, and I don't know whether it's because you know, if the guys are there or there isn't a guy, they might feel a little bit insecure about doing the work, not being able to do the work, or whatever it might be. Like, you know, I don't care. Like, they're new clients. I'm happy to meet them and whatever. But generally speaking, I'm dealing with ladies, and when you have another lady with you, I think it's really good for that lady, and I think they feel a little bit easier about that confrontation of that first meeting point. And I try to take Hannah with me to do all my new quotes and stuff, and she's getting really good at actually quoting the job. as well. So, you know, I know that, you know, if she goes to quote a job, she's not going to be too far off the mark if I couldn't be there, kind of thing. You know, and that's really good, and it's been really good for both of us, or, you know, me in particular, because it's just taken a bit of pressure off me. Yeah, I mean, plenty of other stuff's happened. Summer was absolutely crazy here. Like, that's why I stopped making videos, was I was just working, you know, 50 to 60 hours a week, and literally, and that's, you know, with no other time to spare. You know, my spare time during the day was with my family. So that was 50 to 60 hours a week, with Hannah working with me 2 days a week as well, and she was, you know, putting in 10, 12-hour days, those days that she was with me. So that takes a toll on you physically and mentally, and you know, now I'm probably working 4.5 days a week, and definitely not 10-hour days, probably 8-hour days max. But, you know, it's nearly 6. Well, it's 5:30 now, and I've just got home, left home at 7 this morning. So, but there's a bit of travel time in that. But yeah, I mean, you know, everything's gone really well through the summertime. You know, consistently sort of getting new clients. It was towards the end of last year was huge. Like, I must have been getting average, you know, 4 to 5 new jobs a week. It was just crazy there, and it's really slowed down the last, you know, this year as far as gaining new clients. But what I've found is that, you know, where I haven't been getting clients, I've been getting one-off jobs from real estates, and I think I might have spoken before about that in previous videos, but real estates can be a huge asset to your business, and I can't stress it enough, as far as you know, getting yourself in with them, and, you know, and trying to, especially if you've got an up and coming, you know, you're trying to build your business. If you get a good reputation with them, they're dealing with new properties all the time. You know, they're going to get people asking questions, and that's what seems to happen to me, is that I get people that don't, you know, they go into a new house, and I've done the cleanup work before to get the place ready for them to move in, and then you know, then they hire me themselves. So that's kind of happened. That's happened a few times now. But yeah, as far as one-off work goes, and you know, good money jobs, that's real estates are where it's at. You know, I can't stress that enough. As I said, especially if you're really trying to grow your business. Yeah, not much else I'm just trying to think of what else has happened. Major stuff that's happened. I'm sure I'll think of stuff after I finish the video. Yeah, I haven't. What another thing that why I stopped making videos too was cameras. Like, I do a lot of filming with my phone. Like this video here is on my phone. I've just got it sitting in on the car, and yeah, just videoing away. But a GoPro, I really want to get a GoPro or something similar that I can attach to a mower or the trimmer or whatever. But they're bloody expensive, man. It's like $500 for a GoPro in Australia. It's just ridiculous. Like, I just can't, you know, $500 for a camera to show some videos about mowing a lawn, like that. That's not going to happen. So I prefer these vlog style videos anyway. I think they're a lot more informative. You know, there's a million videos out there of someone cutting grass, so, you know, it's all, I mean, it is pretty much all the same shit, just, you know, just different mowers and stuff. One thing I wanted to ask people is, the dealer I've been sort of toing and froing back with about new mowers. He's been really good. Like, I'm pretty sure he's pretty upfront. He's upfront with me about the quality. He was a contractor, and now he owns a mower shop. One thing that he keeps sort of referring back to, and he doesn't make more money out of it either, is to rent the mowers. Now I don't like. He keeps going on about how it's 100% tax deductible. Now I don't know enough about accounting and stuff like that, but I can't see how if you were to buy a mower like outright, how it wouldn't be tax deductible or it wouldn't be 100% tax deductible. If anyone can give me some advice towards that, especially the Australian guys like Mick or any of those other guys that are watching my channel or do watch my videos. Some accounting style advice on that would be good. Just what you guys have done in the past. I mean, I can't see how it wouldn't be better off to pay for it up front than rent it. He was trying to sort of do like a 4-year rental, like a weekly payment. The weekly payment was like $70 or something, and I did some quick figures, and it was ended up, the mower, like a $9,000 mower was going to cost me about 15.5. So, over 4 years, I know it's over a longer period of time, so it's probably costing me an extra $1,500 a year or something for the mower. But yeah, I don't know whether it's, whether I'm going to be $1,500 better off for tax reason purposes or not. I don't know. That's why I'm asking someone. If anyone knows any information about that, let me know, because I'd appreciate any advice that you guys have got for me. Done a few firsts actually for the over the last few months, like things I've never done before. Laid my first lot of turf a few weeks back. Went really well. Probably got too much turf, but as it turned out, like I wanted to be on them more so because there was plenty of areas to put spare turf if I had it. So that's okay. That wasn't a drama. I went around there and checked it a couple of times afterwards, and it was coming along great, and that was really good could do that, and it was a good job. So good bit of money in it. Just lots of other stuff. Same old, I guess. Just trying to think. I'm sure I'll think of more stuff as we go. If anyone's got anything they want, me to talk about, or my experiences with anything, which you may not give a shit about, but whatever. I'm more than happy to make a video about it or do a vlog on it. Anyway, I'm at home now. I've been home in the driveway for a little while, just making this video. So I'll go inside, upload it to YouTube, and get back in the game. Alright guys, take it easy.